Hey everybody, Jason here. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are all having a great day. So we'll take a look at our couple accounts, our couple small accounts first. So this is our first small one. We're up a whole 12 bucks on the day, still down $124 total since Tesla is pretty down overall just for the week since we opened this up on Monday, but that's kind of that was obviously to be expected, and everything looked pretty bad Monday. Now it's looking a little bit better. We can take a look at our IRA account, and I did post this one in the Discord. We did open up another position yesterday, posted the play, posted a short video. We opened up an 860, 855, grabbed a dollar credit when Tesla went down to about 10. It was like 1020, 1030, somewhere in there. So on that play, we're doing pretty awesome. The 1060s, we are still a little bit out of the money. And I'll jump into the big account, and then we'll kind of talk through what's happening a little bit with Tesla. So on the big account, we are pretty much all over the board. Like pre-market, we were up 4. There was a spike up here. We were up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. Dipped down a couple. I saw down $3,000, $4,000. Now we're just down a little bit. This really doesn't take into account the pre-market and after hours move. So we are up from yesterday after closing, since Tesla did go up a bit. But let's jump into Tesla real quick and just kind of talk about what's happening here. So the news basically was after hours, and I don't know if we can see it on our weekly. Yeah, just a little bit. No, we don't get after hours on this. So basically what happened yesterday after hours, on Tesla's website, they did post several of the SEC reports basically saying that Elon had sold a bunch of his shares. So we got the first couple posted, and the kind of thought consensus was that Elon had sold the full 10% of his shares. And thinking we were going to get a few more reports, but as it turns out, more reports came out. He or whoever, probably not him, but somebody posted his reports for selling his shares on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which there's some pluses and minuses there. The big plus would be if we got into today and we saw no reports, since they're required to file within 2 days of the share sales. And if that didn't happen and the stock was already so down just on the news, and then he still had to sell shares, that would have been horrid. Then we probably would have been looking for a lot more downside, probably into the mid 900s or so. The good thing was he sold basically a quarter of his 10% so far. So Monday and Tuesday, that's what we saw, a lot of this down. So this very well could be some more of that selling. One of the key things I took away from it was, if you go on the website, look at the reports, the lowest that he sold any shares for was $1,000, even though it had dipped down below 1,000 at some point. So I think that might be when they're planning on doing the share sales, that'll be kind of the bottom dollar. So if it dips below 1,000, it's just the market selling shares, not Elon selling shares to the market, essentially. Also, we don't know whether or not it's going to be done in tranches, like weekly, daily. Don't know how long the overall sell is going to take. So like I said, this very well could be some more of the selling. Or it could be a reaction to finding out that he still has 75% of that 10% left to sell. It could be either one of those. So I don't expect us to have really much upside until we find out that he's sold like either the full amount of shares or it's going to be on pause for a week or something like that. The really good news is there's enough buying pressure to keep it up. And it was, we closed yesterday, like around, I think 1070. Let's see if we can look at that. Yeah, so we were around 1070. So that was buying pressure between 1,000 and that 1070 level. And then after the news came out, we were up after market quite a bit. So what that tells me is if you want to buy shares, you're looking to get into it. If we happen to head down towards that 1,000 level again, anywhere in there is going to be a great deal. 1,000, 1,010, 1,020. 1,030, any of those things, and also a great place to open up put credit spreads, as we'll be able to maximize the premium that you're getting down at those levels. So as far as what I'm doing in the big account, we are probably now down. We're down. Down a few $1,000s today, and this is what I'll expect for the rest of the next couple weeks. Not necessarily down every day, but kind of some fluctuation and staying in here until we find out he in fact did sell all of his shares. But basically all I'm looking to do is with our put credit spreads, all of the ones I'll keep them if they are at $1,000 or less. I'm not going to keep them till expiration, but tomorrow, since these are expiring next week, I'll get those rolled out tomorrow. And then same thing with the next group of them and the next group of them. So we'll just get those, keep rolling out a couple weeks. I don't want to take anything above 1,000 at all at this point until we're kind of, the news is all digested, shares are sold, and that's pretty much past us. So, and then our other plays that we have going on, we have things that are probably going to be expiring worthless, or in the case of Gap, potentially having shares called away, which is just fine. These are ones that I tried to sell pretty close to the money, and if they do get called away, that money will just go straight into Tesla shares, so I'm happy if that happens. Same thing with Robinhood. We'll just continue to sell. Actually, this is expiring tomorrow, not much left, but we'll just sell one next week somewhere pretty close to the money, or actually just at least at our average cost of them. And if we get them called away, like I said, we'll just take that money and stick it into Tesla shares. The only thing I've done today, I took advantage of Palantir being down quite a bit this morning. I did grab another 54 shares or something down at, what are we at? We bought them at 20. Let's see, 22.85. So I guess not as low as it went, but picked up another few shares. So now we have 600, and now we've accumulated another 100 to be able to sell some more covered calls on. In case you guys don't know, Palantir, my second favorite company. And I want to hold these for the very, 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 very long term, and they are on sale today and yesterday. I wish I would have picked some up yesterday, but of course my mind and everything was really focused on what was going on with Tesla, because it was such a crazy move. And we'll probably continue to see the crazy volatility moving forward. So with that being said, a few other items. Nas, or the professor, in the Discord, he's getting some things organized for us. So we have places to stick the plays on the IRA, the small accounts, and the big account. I'm gonna do my best on the big account to get most of those posted. But the IRA and the $600 account, I'll make sure I post every single play on those, which will be pretty easy since we're not going to make like daily plays on those at all, at least at this point. But that's something you want to pay attention to if you're into similar positions as to when we should be rolling some of those. So Other than that, besides the whole Discord thing, there's a whole bunch of awesome people in there to answer some pretty basic questions. I've been a little bit more inundated, a lot more questions on the YouTube videos and in Discord, and I have a finite amount of time, so I'll do my best to answer what I can. If you really need something, as far as just kind of understanding what's going on and you can't get it answered in the Discord, absolute best thing to do is show up on Saturday. We'll do a live stream, do it every Saturday, somewhere between like 11 and 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And it's a lot easier to kind of go, get some back and forth there. And questions I did not get to during the week, I'll usually go over those as well. So, yep, so we are down $9,000 for the day, which I think makes us break even with yesterday before the big rip up. We'll see where Tesla is sitting at the end of this, 1060. That was a pretty big level of support. So it was acted as resistance for most of the day yesterday. So expect it to possibly be some support today. But if Elon is coming in and selling tons of shares, that definitely could get buttered through. The other thing to realize is, even though we're looking at all these we can look at technical levels and things, but the weight that the amount of shares that he carries really can just blow past anything and everything. So I'm not relying on that. What I am relying on is what I've seen and what I expect to happen. I don't think Elon has any, or him selling the shares, he doesn't really have any regard for the actual stock price. He knows if you own it and you're an investor, he is pro investor and supporter. He is not pro trader. He's said it in several of his speeches that there's, a few types of people he respects, and it's people who make things, build things, produce actual things. It's guys like us he has no respect for, just making money by trading. We're not really producing anything here, so he doesn't really care about our put credit spreads or our calls or anything like that. Like, we can kind of get that out of our heads. And even if his sell moves the stock down 200 points, I'm sure he's comfortable knowing that if you're a long-term investor, the stock will be $3,000 in the future, $4,000, $5,000. And the short-term moves are inconsequential to your support, your investment, and your long-term wealth. So, all right, guys, any questions, let me know. I will do my best. Today is a very busy day for me, so but I will do my best and try to hop in the Discord as well. Love you guys, and let's make a lot of money.